Hare Krishna, and a very warm welcome to all my dear angels. Now, in the last two videos, I have shown you two magical techniques of finding the squares of numbers, starting with 5 and ending with 5. Means the unit digit is always 5 or the starting digit is 5. Now, in this video, I am showing another technique of finding the squares of numbers from 26 to 50. From 26 to 50, using the squares of 1 to 25. I will show you the wonderful relationship between the squares of these numbers. And also, another technique of finding the squares of all the numbers from, say, 26 to 75, and then from 475 to 525, 475 to 525. I will show three types of techniques of finding the squares of all these numbers. So to show you all this in detail, I am sharing my screen with you. Come to me with my screen. Yes. So I hope my screen is visible to all of you and that I'm also audible to all of you. So what I have done first, that I have written discuss all the numbers from 1 to 25, because I will require these squares to find the squares from 26 to 50. I will show you the relationship between these squares and the squares of number 1 to 25. I will show you that and how this relationship is used to find the squares. Right? So I first write the squares. 0 square is always 0, 1 square is 0, 1, 2 square is 0, 4, 0, 9, 16. I've written 0 because I got a two-digit number. So 4 square 16, 5 square 25, and this way I have written all the squares of the numbers from up to 25. 25 square is equal to 625, 625, right? Now I want the square of 26. I want the square of 26. Now you see 25 is the central number. 26 is a very important number. It's the central number. Now 26 comes 1 after 25. 26 comes 1 after 25. So what is the number before 1 before 25? And that is 24. That is 24. So what will I do? I will add 1 into 100. 1 into 100 to the square of 24. 1 into 100 means 100 only. So 100 plus 576. Why this one, only 100? Because 26 is 1 more than 25. 26 is just 1 more than 25. And what is 1 less than 25? That is 24. So I will add 1 into 100. Means as the number 26 is just 1 more. So I will add 1 into 100 to the square of 24. Why to the square 24? Because 24 is also just 1 less than 25. So in this way, I will add 100 to 576 and I get the answer as 676. 24 square plus 100, 576 plus 100. Now I've shown you why 100, because 25 minus 24. Because 26 is just one ahead of only one ahead of 25. So you have to see the number just one back of 25, and that is 24. So 1 into 100 is 100. 100 plus 576 is 676. In the same way, if I have to find the square of 27, now 27 is 2 more than 25. 27 is 2 more than 25. So what is 2 less than 25? 2 less than 25 is 23. 2 less than 25 is 23. So what will I add? I will add 2 into 100 means 200 to the square of 23. I will add 200. Why 200? Because 27 is 2 more than 25. I will go to the number 2 steps back of 25. I get the number 23. So I'll add 2 into 100 to the square of 5 to the square of 23. That is 529. And my final answer is 529 plus 200 is equal to 729, is equal to 729, right? In the same way, suppose I have to find the square of 28. Now 28 is again 3 more ahead, 3 steps ahead of 25. So what will I do? I will go 3 steps back. I will go 3 steps back and I get 22. I get 22. So I will add 3 into 100 because 22 is 3 steps back, or 28 is 3 steps ahead of 25. I will multiply 3 into 100, that is 300, to the square of 24, to the square of 24, that is 484. So 484 plus 300 is equal to 784. In the same way, for the square of 29, 29 being 4 steps ahead, I'll get 4 steps back and I get number 21. 21 square plus 4 into 100 is equal to how much? 441 plus 400, and that is equal to 841. In the same way, for 30 square, we can find very easily 30 square is equal to 30 into 30, that is 900. But if you go by my technique, then it is 5 steps ahead of 25. So I go 5 steps back of 25, that is number 20. So 20 square plus 5 into 100 plus 5 into 100, and that is how much? 400 plus 500, 400 plus 500, and my answer will be 900. My answer will be 900. So I have shown you in a very simple way how to find the square of all the numbers starting from 26 to 30 using the squares of the numbers 24, 23, 21, and then 20. But this relationship continues even further. It is not limited up to only 20. Now suppose I want to find the square of 31. Suppose I want to find the square of 31. Now 31 is 6 ahead of 25. 6 ahead of 25. So what is the number of 6 back of 25? That is number 19. So 19 is square. And what will I add? 6 into 100. Now we'll add 1600. So 361 plus 600 is 961. You see, it's 961. In the same way, 32 square. 32 is 7 ahead of 25. So I'll go 7 steps back of 25. That is 18. So I'll add 700 to the square of 18. 18 square plus 700. That is equal to 324 plus 700. And my answer is 1024. 102. You see, it's such a wonderful thing, such a mysterious thing. You can find this in so many ways. Now 33 square, as I told you, you can find as I told in the last video how to find it is 1089. But here I am applying my technique. So 33 is how much steps of ahead of 25? It is how much? It is 8 steps ahead of 25. So what I'll do, I'll go 8 steps back of 25. That is 25 minus 8 and it becomes 17. So I will add 17 square plus 800, 8 into 100, and I get my answer as 1089, 1089. In the same way, you go for all the numbers, 34 square, 35 square, 37 square, 39. So number is 41 square. Now 41 is how much ahead of 25? 41 is how much ahead of 45? So many steps you go back out 25. So many steps. Now it is 16 steps ahead of 25. So you go back 16 minus 20, 16 steps back of 25. You get the number 9. Was 25 minus 16 is equal to 9. So 9 square plus 16 into 100, that is equal to 1600. So 9 is equal to 81 and 41 is equal to 1681. 1681. So in the same way, you can find all the squares. Say 45 square. 45 is how much? 20 ahead of 25. So I get 20 steps back. I get the number 5. 5 square plus 20 into 100. That is 2000. So 2000 plus 25. And my answer will be 2025. Answer will be 2025. In this way, you can discuss all the numbers starting from 26 to up to number 50. Up to number 50. These I have shown for you. You have to find the answers of all these squares. Right? Now, another technique I am showing you, find the square of the numbers in a different way. Suppose you have to find the square of 51. Now, the technique is you subtract 25. You have to always subtract 25 from the given number. Always subtract 25 from the given number. That is the first part, that is the left part. And then you subtract 50 from the given number. Always subtract 50 from the given number. In the left-hand part, you subtract always 25. In the right-hand part, you always subtract 50, and then make a square of that. Now 51 25 is 26 and 51 minus 50 is equal to 1. 1 square is equal to 1, but because I took a double digit number, so I make it 0, 1 because I require a double digit number. So my answer is 2601. In the same way for 52 always subtract 25 from the given number. 52 minus 25 is equal to 27 and 52 minus 50 is 2. So 2 square is equal to 04. So it is a double digit number. 04. I require double digit number, so I'm putting 0 before 4. So 2704. In the same way for 53 square, 53 minus 50, 53 minus 25, it becomes 28, and then 03 means 09. 03 square means 09. So in this way, I have find all the squares, all these numbers. You see, like 60 square. Now 60 minus 25, 60 minus 50. 60 minus 25 is how much? 35. And 60 minus 50 is 10. So 10 square is equal to 100. Now this one is extra because these are 3-digit number. I require only a 2-digit number. So this one is to be carried forward for balancing. So I'll add 1 plus 35 and answer will become 3600. 3600. Now, in the same way, you find the square of all the numbers 61, 61 minus 25, 61 minus 50. Remember, you have to subtract for the left part, subtract 25, for the right part, subtract 50, and make the square of that. Make the square of that. So 61 minus 25 is how much? 36. 61 minus 50 square is 11 square. 11 square is 121. Now, again, 1 is extra because I require only 2 digits. So 1 is extra. It has to be get balanced. So I add 1 to the next number. It has to be carried forward. So 1 plus 36 is 37. And my final answer is 3721. In the same way, you can find all the squares, all these numbers. I've shown for 67, 67 minus 25, then 67 minus 50. 67 minus 25 is how much? Which will be 42, right? It will be 42. 67 minus 45, 5 minus 2, 3. It should be 32. It should be 32. And then 289. 67 square. 61 is 7 में से 5 का 6 no, sorry, it is 42 only. Yes, sorry, 42. Now, and then I have to find the square of 67 minus 50. That is 289. So 17 square is 289. 2 is extra, so I carry 2. I have to balance this number 2 because 2 is extra. I require double digit number. It is a 3-digit number. So I do balancing of number 2. I add it to 2. I add it to 42. So 42 plus 4 is 44. And final answer is 4489. Final answer is 4489. In the same way, you have to find all the squares of all the numbers up to 75. You can find all the numbers from 51 to 75 in the same way. Remember, the first number to be subtracted is 25 and the next number to be subtracted is 50. And then you have to find the square of this number, this for the right part and this for the left. In the same way, if you have to find the square of all the numbers, starting from 475 to 525, 475 to 525, the technique is exactly same. Only difference is now you're subtracting 250 and not 25. You're subtracting 500 and not 50. Because now this is a double 3-digit number. So 475 minus 250 is equal to how much? 225. And 475 minus 500 is equal to how much? 25. So it is actually minus 25, but in square, minus 25 and 25 square is same. So I write 25 square and the answer will be 22625. You see, now the technique is same. Only difference is instead of 25, I'm writing 250. I'm writing 250, not 25. In the same way, for writing, in place of writing 50, I'm writing 500. Because now the number is a 3-digit number, so I'm writing 500. Everything else is same. 475 minus 250 is 225. And the square of this number 25 is how much? 625. So my final answer is 225,625. Right? In the same way, you have to find all the squares. Suppose you have to find the square of 479. Then 479 minus 250 and 479 minus 500. Now 479 minus 250 is how much? 229. 229. And 479 minus 100 is how much? It is 21. Actually minus 21, but I have written 21 because square negative positive answer is same. So 21 square is how much? 441. So answer is 229441. So in the same way, you can find square up to 500. I have shown many other squares, 487, 488, and 493 I also shown. Now here you see 493. 493 minus 250, 493 minus 500. Now it comes only 7. 7 squares equal to 49, but I require a 3-digit number because 493 is a 3-digit number. So I have to put a 0 before 49, and my answer will be 243,049. 243,049. And in the same way, I can find the square of 2. Even of 497, now I get the difference only 3. So 3 squares is 9. But so I have to put 2 zeros before 9 because I require a 3-digit number. So I put 2 zeros before 9. It becomes a 3-digit number. So final answer is 247,009. Technique remains the same. Only difference is of 250 in place of 25 and 500 in place of 50. In the same way, suppose I have to find the square 501. Then again the technique is same, 501 minus 250 and then 501 minus 500 square. So it is 01 square and this is 251. Now 01 square is equal to 01 only, but I require a 3-digit number, so I put 001. So answer is 251001. Answer is 251001. Right? Now, in the same way, you can see for 504 square, here I am getting 16. So I have to put 10 before because I get a 3-digit number. So answer is 254016. Here again, 508. 8 square is a 2 double-digit number, 64. I have to put a 0 before 64 to make it a 3-digit number. Right, now after this you can see 513. 513 minus 250, 513 minus 500. So I'm getting 13. 13 square is 169. As 169 is a 3-digit number, there is no need to place any 0 before this number. No balancing is required because I'm getting the 3-digit number and I require only a 3-digit number only. So I'm getting the same number which I require, 3-digit number. No balancing required, no 0, 0. So in the same way, you can find discuss all the numbers up to, I have shown up to 575, up to 525, right? Up to 525. And if you know the relationship of the squares of 26 to 30 and 24 to 20, means which I have shown you earlier, then you can also find the squares of these big numbers. 526, 527, 530. 526 square is equal to how much? 526 minus 250 and 526 minus 250. So it is 276 and then 26 squares. If you remember the square 26, or you can find from the relationship I showed you earlier, 26 is equal to how much? 25 square plus 1 into 100. That is 576 plus 100, 676. So the answer is 276676. 276676. In the same way, 527 square, 528 square, 528 minus 250 is equal to 278. And then 528 minus 100 is equal to 28 square. Now, what is 28 square? 28 square is equal to, it is three steps ahead of 25. So it will be three steps back, means 22. 22 square is 404 plus 300, that is 784. So my answer is 278, 784. In this way, you can find all the squares from up to 530. So I've shown you a wonderful technique of how to find the squares of all the numbers from 475 to 530, and also the technique of finding the squares of from 51 to 75 using two techniques. So as I told you that squaring is a wonderful mathematical operation. There are so many methods of finding the squares of numbers. I've just described a few one, especially for the numbers which are starting with 5, because I told you 5 is a very special number, very mysterious number. It is the next number after 9. And one thing more I want to tell you about number 5, that 5, if you only if you have got the number, the factors and 5 and 2 in your given number, then only it will be a terminating decimal. Then only if you do a terminating decimal. If 5 and 2 are not there in your in the factorization of the number, then it will not be a terminating decimal. Then it will be a non-terminating recurring decimal, right? In the same way, if the question is given to you that find the number of trailing zeros in the product of two numbers, then just find how many 5s are there in that number, and that many zeros will be there at the end of the number. So we'll discuss all this when you join my course, how to find the number of trailing zeros, how to find whether the given number is a recurring decimal, non-terminating, terminating. That we'll discuss in detail when you join my course. So far, I have shown you 3 wonderful techniques of finding the square of the numbers from 26 to 75 in 2 different ways, and then 475 to 530. So I think that you must have understood technique very well. It is a very simple technique, and only thing you require is practice, because practice will make you expert in these techniques, right? So now I'm stopping my sharing the screen. So students, I hope that you must have liked this wonderful technique of finding the squares of the numbers. It is also a very simple technique, and it shows the relationship between the squares of the numbers from 26 to 75 and how they related with square of the numbers from 1 to 25. So very, squares of the numbers show very wonderful phenomena, wonderful relationship. So I have shown you that in this video. So if you feel that my video, this information is worth your precious time, and that it has added to your knowledge, to your information, find it valuable, then do subscribe to my channel SSKG and share this video among your friends. And if you want to learn more of mathematical techniques, you want to learn more techniques of sweet mental math and other magical games, then do call me at my number 9265418811. I repeat, 9265418811. So thank you very much for sharing your valuable time with me. I hope that you will have a great day. So have a great day, have a nice day, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.